Gibson Peckingham was a typical 19-year-old. The year after high school graduation, he spent his free time at the skate park with friends. But inside, he held a secret, a years-long struggle with his body image.
You know, there's kind of like the skateboarding look, and I didn't feel like I portrayed that. 6th grade is the first time I really had to deal with body image and like how I viewed myself. People start to get judgmental in middle school, you know? I was chubby, so I was the ideal target.
Gibson is part of a quiet epidemic. Eating disorders in boys and men appear to be on the rise, now making up a third of all those diagnosed, according to one study.
I didn't eat for a summer. I lost over 120 pounds in less than 6 months.
Gibson's doctor, Shelley Barr, says she's seen the trend worsening in the last several years.
Pre-COVID, when I would work inpatient, it would be for every 10 girls, there would be a boy. Now it's for every 5 girls, there's a boy.
Do you think that eating disorders within men is on the rise, or is it something we're now paying more attention to?
I would think it's both.
Data shows a spike in youth eating disorders at the beginning of the pandemic when hospitalizations increased.
How do eating disorders with men, young men, manifest themselves either similarly or different to young women?
I think that many pediatricians, family doctors, internal medicine doctors won't recognize it in men, young adults as early as they do in females. And so it goes unnoticed for a really long time, and the malnutrition sets in and the brain becomes very disordered and very malnourished.
Gibson was one of those patients.
I looked sick, you know, not like how a healthy person should look.
But somehow when you looked in the mirror at that moment,
I looked fat when I looked in the mirror. I saw that chubby 12-year-old kid, you know, staring back at me.
How common is it to see young men who want to be really skinny like Gibson?
It's becoming more and more common. I always look at pre-COVID and post-COVID because I think that was a time of our lives where boys who were used to being outside and used to doing sports and used to running around with a group of friends were suddenly home, and I think much more on social media than ever before.
Online communities celebrating anorexia and other eating disorders have been around practically as long as the internet. But kids and young adults are spending more time online than ever, scrolling apps like TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit, which for many means more exposure to accounts promoting dieting and supplements and feeds filled with heavily edited bodies.
You got 3 months until summer.
Yeah, right there, starve max.
Start with just cutting out one meal from your diet.
Yeah, I mean, he's a model, but obviously incredibly thin. People idolize him.
Dr. Barr helped Gibson stick to a treatment program that with time helped him heal and rethink his relationship with food.
I would definitely say I'm 100% improved, but it's honestly an ongoing struggle.
Today, Gibson is able to enjoy the things he loves, like skateboarding, and plan for his future, going to college and designing a clothing brand. He says he's sharing his story to show other boys and young men they're not alone.
You can't really find stuff about men with eating disorders, and it almost feels kind of shameful to talk about, you know? People look at you differently. I'm hoping to shed some light and maybe give people like the strength to like come out and like talk about it.
And guys, we should say social media apps have taken some steps to rein in harmful content. For instance, TikTok has banned the hashtag skinny talk, and Instagram has added a warning with a link to resources if you search diet-related terms like what I eat in a day. As for what families can do, experts say talk to your children, including boys, about body image and especially what they're seeing on social media. Stay aware of any changes in your child's body or their eating habits, and talk to their doctor if you notice any sudden changes. Early intervention could make all the difference, guys.
Really important story.
Yeah, good information in there, Liz. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Social media, just not safe for adolescents. Sorry, I'll bang that drum again.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.